Welcome back. We are refreshed. We are ready to go. We are draft for upside. It is Thursday night. We've got a good game going on. Cincinnati, Cleveland. We are breaking down the slates. We are popping cans. I don't know if you noticed, but I had a wardrobe change. Switched over to the home team. Very important. I was getting some shit from Blue for wearing a Blue Jays hat, so I've switched over. We have covered the 1 o'clock games. Go back and watch the first video if you want some insight into the 1 o'clock games. Again, it's Thursday, friends. This is just general thoughts and processes to get the final rundown. You've got to become members. Join us at fantasyfootballblueprint.com. Buy their in-season, season-long special, their DFS book. That's all. You can wrap it all up into one package. Buy it. Get our insights. Soon we're going to have a Discord, I hear. Chris, what's the update on that?
Soon. Mark's in there. I've had chats with Mark in there.
I like it.
Exchange pleasantries.
I like it. All right. No dick pics, though.
No.
All right. Fair enough. But yeah, we're gonna have a Discord going. I play too much euchre. Discord going. For members only, get direct access to bounce start sits and ideas and theories back and forth. That'll be a lot of fun. So check out fantasyfootballblueprint.com. Become members. Get our insider knowledge. Moving on to the 4 o'clock games. Let's go ahead and start with 4:05 start time. The surprise to everybody but you two, Washington strong football team defense going into Arizona. I'm thinking that might not be a repeat. What do you think, Mark? You going back-to-back Washington football team defense for DFS?
I didn't look up the price to see where they're at, see if we can still get value on them. But I don't expect them to repeat a 6-sack performance by any means. I think Kyler Murray is a little more agile. He's got better targets to throw to, and he's got a better running game. So, yeah, I'm thinking this is all Arizona in this game.
I think Drake is still very tempting for me here. His price didn't go up a whole lot. Yeah, I'm still on board with Arizona. Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, look, Kenny Drake ran 25 routes last week.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
His price only went up to what, like 52? I mean, 56? It's not even that high, is it? Or is it higher?
He only saw 2 targets,
but
he ran routes. Yeah, I really like Drake. I think that Hopkins is going to go over-owned. I do like him, but this is a week that I'd like to get away from him and maybe go over to Kirk. I think Kirk on the week last week had a problem. He went up against Richard Sherman, who did trail Hopkins to some extent, but not like fully. So Hopkins, if you look at his route tree, if you look where he was successful, it was opposite Richard Sherman. I don't think we're going to have that same type of situation here. And I don't know why I talked like that for a moment there. I just did. But yeah, like I love Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray this year, I think he's going to be fantastic. He proved me wrong last year, and I think he just possesses a lot of the skill traits that you're looking for in a fantasy quarterback. I don't think he's going to win the Super Bowl or anything. And I think Chase Edmonds looked really, really good too. So, like in seasonal leagues, that's a guy that I'd like to swipe up and put on my roster if I don't have him already. You probably don't, because you obviously listen to Johnny Danger. So you have Malcolm Brown, you have Joshua Kelly, you have all the handcuffs already. Like you're stacked at running back because you've been paying attention to the fantasy football blueprint while we've been drinking draft for some upside.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That was good. I like that.
So, hey, Danger, to answer your question about the Washington football team defense, they are no longer a value. They jumped the price up $1,100 to $3,100 this week.
Yeah, not against
you had top 5 adjusted sack rate, and then you added Chase. I can't even take credit for being on it first. I mean, I was on it at the same time. Like you didn't put me on it, but you said it first, and it was a beautiful call.
Yeah, I love it. I switched all of the Jacksonville shares I had, but Jacksonville in their own right played all right. So,
yeah.
They did.
They had
but
some
yeah.
picks. They had
Wa-
some picks. They're like, hey, look,
Yeah,
I'm
they
still
did.
a
They had
genius.
what?
I'm
They
still a
had like
genius.
8 picks against Rivers, right? Roughly 8.
Still super smart, guys.
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, Chase Edmonds definitely is on my radar. He's owned in all 4 of my Yahoo leagues, but he is, according to Yahoo, only 42% owned. So there is opportunities. Pick him up, especially if you're a Drake owner. Drake has had a few injuries in his time, so we'll see what happens there. Yeah, I'm here. So if I want to game stack the same as we did last time, and we put Drake in and Murray in and Hopkins in, I don't think I can because I don't think I got anybody I care for on the other side to run it back.
I have to agree with you.
I mean,
I'm not a fan of a game stack here, at least not with a run back.
You got to run it. Like you always have a run back option.
I mean, you
McLaren.
do. It's just not
can.
exciting, I guess.
I just don't know if Washington can keep up to keep the scoring live and keeping the points rolling. So
Probably not, but I mean, McLaren still had 7 targets last week. He caught 5 of them for 61 yards, which was kind of disappointing. I mean, for him to hit value was 14. He got 11. Like, you can still run it back. Like, if you are running 20 or 30 lineups, which is completely plausible, if you're going to run a 20 max lineup, like a $3 or $4 GPP, this is still like a game that you shouldn't ignore. I think Terry McLaren is the guy that you can put into that lineup, especially when you start to consider like who are teams that are going to create the environment that you need to score a lot. And I think the Arizona Cardinals are going to be that team. It's a defense that's going to give up a lot of points. It's an offense that's going to score a lot of points. And both of those things kind of go hand in hand. So you can't just completely discredit it. Plus, they've got Dontrell Inman, dude.
and stay tuned for the tipsy picks. You might see a tight end pop up there in that game.
Dontrell Inman had 5 targets.
Yeah. You like him. All right. Well, I'm all over Drake, man. I think he's in every one of the 5 lineups I built just for goofing off. I like him a lot here. Again, looking at the next game here, 4:25, Kansas City rolling in to play the Chargers. What was wrong with the Chargers play calling here? Why do you have Eckler get 2 targets? Any insight into that? I didn't watch any of that game.
Well, the bigger travesty here is that the NFL continues to do this year in, year out for a league that's so smart, so savvy. Like, why? Why do we have 2 4 o'clock games?
I don't know. There's 3. Well, there's 3 this week.
Yeah, it's 3 last week, too.
Oh, 3. I'm sorry. 4. I'm sorry. Correct. But, still, 3. We should have 4, maybe 5. It's tough. Red zone gets tough at that time. Yeah, the concern for Eckler is that, 6,500, this is a guy that should be used quite a bit, especially in this type of situation, but he just wasn't last week, and we have to monitor that. I'd love to go back to Eckler here in that situation. I'm more concerned season long than I am anything else, but 6,500, I like him. I like everything on that Chargers offense in the sense that, if you can pick the one guy that's going to go off, you're going to be in a good position. These guys are not going to go off together. This is not a game stackable on the top end offense, but there was a lot of downfield passing that did happen. Tyrod Taylor is trash. He's terrible. But Kansas City, pick them. Who cares? I love CEH.
Love him.
Love him. He's locked. He's a lock. He's a lock. Wow.
Yeah, I like the run back with probably Allen or Hunter Henry personally in that game. But yeah, I love their new running back.
They got to get Eckler involved, otherwise they're not going to do anything this year. So
they're in trouble.
I
warned about
kind
it
of like the run back with Eckler just as maybe it's a little contrarian play. I don't know, but I just see they have to focus on getting him involved.
I agree 100%, but I did warn preseason that, I thought that they would want to force somebody into that vacated Gordon role, and they just seem to not want to just give Eckler all the love that he should get.
Guys, I just wanted to. I just had this random thought that I just wanted to get out there. I made over 200,000 last week, and I'm still running off of this like stupid expandable fucking Costco table on my desk.
I love it.
And I have no plans of buying a desk.
But you ordered 6 TVs, so it's all good.
TVs are more important.
Definitely more important.
Samsung OLED was the very first commercial in the game tonight. I was like, yeah, I bought one of them. Like, let me tell you the story. Let me tell you this.
Hit me.
So I went in, dressed as I normally am, like a common man. That I am. And I asked the gentleman. I was like, hey, well, this is what I plan to do. I just want all these TVs, this wall of TVs. I'm going to be watching League of Legends. That's what I'm going to be doing. And he's like, oh, I recommend these, like, because of this. And I was like, well, what about those? What about the OLEDs, the Samsung, like the much more expensive ones that he's pushing at me? He just hard turned from where he was recommending me, and he's just like hard sell like these. And I was like, all right, asshole. Like, first of all, I can afford these. Second of all, stop talking because I'm gonna buy them. He told me they're better. I'm gonna buy them. It doesn't matter. Like, today's the day. Give me 3.
No, I get
all the amounts. Soundbar? No. We're going cheap on the soundbar. 200.
Yeah, forget that. I love it. Yeah, I really like Kansas City here. I like Kansas City to cover the 9 points that they're giving away. I like most of the pieces of Kansas City. I probably like Watkins again. I like them all. Screw it. I'm probably going to game stack this game a few different ways. So I like it, but I probably won't be alone there. I mean, Kansas City is always a popular game stack, so I will not be alone there. But trying to get the top end of Kansas City salary in there is very, very difficult to find the pieces elsewhere. Mark, any other further thoughts?
No, I'm with you. I like all the Kansas City pieces. I will probably game stack this several ways. I'm going to throw Eckler in there somehow because I just can't believe they won't use him better this week.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have a lot of high value targets. He just wasn't used.
He wasn't used at all, man. He had two total targets.
The end zone, and I think that does change. I have decided though, instead of buying you guys tickets, if we have another big win, I'm just going to buy you guys tickets here so you can come to my sports book.
I like it.
I have a window that you can cash things out. We can bet. It'll be great. Like, I'll be the bank. It'll be awesome.
It'll be fun. I'm in. All right, moving on. The last game on the main slate, the Baltimore Ravens heading to Houston, 425. Marcus.
At first glance, I'm really excited about this game. Houston, Baltimore feels like it should be a high-scoring game. You got 2 mobile quarterbacks.
Can you name 2 more quarterbacks that are more fun to watch in the league right now? Besides
right, exactly. Just a super fun game. With that said,
Pat Mahomes, Gardner Minshew.
Well, okay, you got me beat. I give up. Sorry, stupid statement.
I am unsure the Houston passing game. I don't know. I just have a bad feeling about Houston's passing game. Mm-hmm. David Johnson looked okay last week. Not stellar, but he was serviceable.
He got a little dinged up. He did get cleared today off his injury tag.
I think it's worth a stack or 2, but I lean Baltimore. I really like Baltimore here. Chris?
Oh, so you really like Baltimore? Like, you just whew. I mean,
I know in-depth analysis.
No, I mean, I agree. I agree with you. I agree 100%. But I agreed with you in reverse this whole reverse thing. Like, yeah, this Baltimore defense. Like let's talk about the Baltimore offense. They look great. Mark Andrews, like almost a must-have in your DFS lineups. If you didn't draft him, I'm sorry. Like, he's the guy this year. Like, this guy just went from 60 to 80% of routes ran. And like before, he was a touchdown monster. Now he's just a touchdown gobbler. That's what we're going to call it. That's the name. I came up with it. Like the Ravens are going to run all over them. Like I'm going to take the money line and I'm going to like put 3 bets and I'm going to take like some like negative 800. And this is all 5 of my bets this week. Like it's the Ravens are going to beat Houston. They're going to beat them real bad. The only question that I have is Will Fuller looked really good last week. Can Will Fuller get anything done against this Ravens secondary? I really hope that he can. And that's a real thought. Like we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna project into week 3. Like who do they play in week 3? I don't even know. Like I just
if you stack this, who do you run back on Houston?
It's Will Fuller, 100%. The guy had.
They play Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh week 3.
Oh man, God, it's tough.
Yeah, this is the problem, Mark. I agree with you. As soon as I opened up this schedule, I was like, "Oh man, love this game." And then I really got to thinking about it, and I'm like, "Wait a minute, do I love this game?" Like, they aren't the same Houston team that they were, and
you don't have to love this game. Like you can love Deshaun Watson and Will Fuller.
Sure.
Like Will Fuller, 10 catches, 8 receptions, 110 yards, looked completely flawless in doing that. Can he do that again against Baltimore and again against Pittsburgh? Those are probably the 2 best defenses in the league. So there is some hope. Like I'm going to play him. But if he fails, I'm okay with that. And if he fails the week after that, I'm okay with that because his ownership should be just a rock bottom low. Like we're on Will Fuller watch, all of us. Like I don't care if you're watching, you're on. Like this is it. Like Will Fuller is going to have a week, and it's going to happen before week 6. And it happened last year before week 6. It actually happened the week that I was driving down. I remember because I stopped at Taco Bell driving up actually from Florida to Virginia, and Will Fuller went crazy. Like he does it every year. He has that one game, and I think he's gonna have multiple games this year. And the other guys that you can look at, like that's the thing though. Hang on. The thing about Houston is their receivers are not dependent on being coverage on a consistent basis. You've got guys like Will Fuller, Kenny Stills. These are guys that just blow right by. Like I love Kenny Stills. Kenny Stills as a 20, 30 lineups. I love him. I love it. God, like I am just steering people in the wrong direction today, I think. You guys, look, I've got a lot of takes today. If you're watching this right now, come back. Let's talk again Sunday morning because there's going to be some changes to this. Don't run with what I have here. Just build it together.
Yeah.
Get some
Hey
ideas.
guys, it's Thursday night. Come on. We're just talking loosely for the good goods. One, go to fantasyfootballblueprint.com and sign up. But also, please check in with us Sunday morning live, 11 a.m.
Yo, man, if you do sign up, my DMs are open. Danger's DMs are open. Mark's DMs are open.
Yeah, we're here. We're here
for fantasy football questions.
Hey, I'll answer life questions too, man. It's ain't about football for me, man. I'll be your buddy. I'll be your shoulder to cry on. Come on over.
Want to talk some Star Wars? We'll be there.
Hell yeah, man. Star Wars.
Man,
all right, guys. That was it for the main slate. We do have 2 other games we could cover real quickly if you want to. What do you think?
Let's do it.
All right. Moving on. New England Patriots heading to Seattle. Let's see here. Where was the bet on this? Seattle -4. This might be my favorite bet of the week to say Seattle's going to cover that. I just like it. I like it a lot. I don't like teams traveling from east to west, and I just like this game. I'm not going to play it. Obviously, it's not on the main slate. I don't even know if I have anybody on my fantasy teams between these 2. But I think Seattle is going to smash this spot. So I am going to bet Seattle -4 all day.
Chris, why don't you start us off?
Well, I think this is a really interesting game. Like I just based off of last week, based off of what we've seen, like Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf look really interesting. This whole running back situation does look convoluted. Like, well, why are you playing Carlos Hyde?
Chris Carson is not only the best running back in the league, the most handsome as well.
I mean, he's got a solid name. He's got a solid pedigree in his name. And like, you obviously saw what he could do. But, like, the bigger question is, like, if Russell Wilson is going to be in an offense that allows him the liberties to just throw the ball like this, like, whoo, these wide receivers, everybody in this offense is going to get a step up, except for these running backs, because they had such a huge step up based off of, what they were. So, yeah, I mean, it's something worth monitoring. It's nice that this is off of the main slate, but like the thing that you have to love is Cam Newton. Cam Newton's usage here, like, you gotta play Cam Newton. You got to.
Mm-hmm. He looked good. I was really surprised. He looked really good.
I was rooting for him.
Yeah.
And with James White hurt, I mean, he's going to be a bigger part of that running game as long as he can stay healthy. I dig it. Mark, what do you think of this game?
I'm with you. I think I think Seattle is going to smash at home. I do like Cam looked good. I'm curious to see what he does on the road. And I love Russell. I just always have liked Russell Wilson. I thought he's great. And like Chris said, they're letting him open up the passing game. They're not relying on the run like before. So if they continue that trend, how can you not play Russell Wilson?
Yeah. I am with you. Moving on, the last game Monday Night Football, the Saints heading to Las Vegas. 6.5 favorites are the Saints for a 50-point over/under. Man, my first thought here is take the Raiders +6.
Yeah, New Orleans always notoriously plays bad on the road, especially Drew Brees. And this is the Las Vegas home opener, right? So they should be up and jacked to play this game. So, yeah, take the 6 points.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You're watching this right now. Play Emmanuel Sanders. Play Alvin Kamara. Play Drew Brees. Take those points. Let's go. Who dat? Jared Cook too, by the way.
Yeah, I like Jared Cook a lot this year, seasonal. I targeted him where I could. In fact, the two tight ends in this game are my most owned tight ends, with Waller and Cook. I love them both.
Yeah, I mean, I like
throw each one of them like 12 passes. It'd be awesome.
A lot of people, like, when we get to this game and we get to the showdown lineups, a lot of people are going to go Josh Jacobs, and I can't hate you for it if you want to. But I think Josh Jacobs' numbers are going to be a little bit inflated. You have to have the context in that, and that's the biggest thing that we're going to go through with these first couple of weeks is putting the context to these lineups. Josh Jacobs played the worst rushing defense in the league.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah,
He's not playing them again. It's not the same team. He's not playing them again. He's not going to get 3 goal line. He's not going to score 3 touchdowns. None of those things are going to happen. Will he have a good game? Sure. Possibly. Maybe. Mm-hmm. But he's not going to score 3 touchdowns. And anybody that wants to bet that he will, I will happily take him without it. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, like, look.
I agree. And I think the Saints win this game, but I think it's closer than.
The danger turns into Max Headroom.
Well, and I think if the Saints do win this, I think it's a situation where a guy like Emmanuel Sanders or Jared Cook or Alvin Kamara, one of those 3 guys are going to score quite a few points. Like the way that this team is constructed, the way that they score, all of those things are so highly concentrated at this point that you take one of those pieces out, like you absolutely have to plug one of those other pieces in.
Now, do you is Josh Jacobs a fade or?
Well, look, here's the thing: when you're looking at roster construction for these, I'm sorry, I just watched Nick Chubb just run everybody down
And for another touchdown.
It's just looking like Nick Chubb. Like why the fuck would you want Kareem Hunt when you got this guy?
That's what I said last week.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but like this is the first time they used him that way. But what it comes down to is you have to put together a narrative for the games. Whether it's 1 game, 13 games, 5 games, 6 games, like whatever the case is, you have to put the narrative together. Like this is how I think this game is going to go, and this is if this game goes like this, these are the guys that I need to have in this game. And so the situation you have to play is like, look, if New Orleans gets out ahead, is Josh Jacobs going to have this like role within this with this team, with this offense that I want to have on my team? And the answer that I would have to you is no. Josh Jacobs is a front runner. This guy is a player that you want on your team, at least in this offense and this scheme, if they're doing well, if they're ahead.
Mm-hmm.
If they're not, like I don't think you're going to get the return on it. And that's what you have to kind of put together. I don't think that like you want to have Jalen Richard or Devontae Booker. I just don't think the running back position on the Las Vegas Raiders is going to be one that's extremely valuable unless otherwise proved differently based off of like the strength of the team.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think New Orleans is going to take out a lead on here, then this is a case where you might run it back with, say, Waller. Because you're going to expect the Raiders to throw to catch up.
I mean, I think Waller's a playable guy every week. He's always playable. Because he's from the window to the wall. Or
You're on fire tonight, man. On fire. All right. Well,
it's the new camera angle, man. It
right?
it makes him look even sharper.
I mean, it accentuates the large nose.
That's fine. It's all good. I think though the way that your hair parts, I think you got to work on the. You got to move the chair to the other side, so your face other way. Yeah, there we go. See, that's
so we see the part.
You need to turn the other way. Where the part, you got to have the hard part.
Hey, my hair's getting cut in a couple of days. We're getting married in 9 days. 9 days.
Where's my ticket, man? Where's my invite? Where's my ticket?
It's 10 people total.
I could be one of 10. It's fine.
We're filled. Sorry.
Well, call me if there's a cancellation.
Look, I sent you the ticket to the Power Suite. That's
right,
where I want to.
You did do that. I'm going to be a very happy man if Tyler Boyd can get me 6 more points before the night's over.
Yeah.
That's all I want. 6 more points from Tyler. Any other random game theories, thoughts, anything you want to talk about, or just remind people to check us out on our Facebook page, Draft for Upside?
Yeah, absolutely. Like here's the big thing. Like, look, we go through this, and we're going to go through these, and these are going to be free for a while. We're going to talk about these, and we're going to talk about some of the plays. But when you hammer it down, you definitely want to be paying for those articles on Fantasy Football Blueprint. You want to be paying for the knowledge that you're going to get from a standpoint. Like you can text message me, you can call me. Like I don't give a shit. Like you pay for a sub, you can call me if you want to. Please don't. Like just text me. Like we go through the DMs. It's all good. But hey, no, for real, you can call me and we can go through these things and we can talk about what you can actually do. But the biggest point is like it's not about the plays, guys. It's about the game theory. Like you want to win big money, it's about the game theory. Like that it's so overdone. How are you going to win? You're going to win by not feeling good. It's just the way that it is. Like if you feel like this is the best lineup ever, have you ever put together a lineup, or have you ever had a draft where you said, this is the best draft I've ever done? And it never works out.
And then you go 2-12 and just cry every week.
Yeah, it's about game theory. You need to get leverage. How do you lift heavy things? And like, I just had a heavy bag of $200,000 that was dropped off. Like, you need leverage. You need leverage. That's how you pick up heavy things.
I love
If
it.
you want to learn how to do that, I'm not guaranteeing that you'll win. There's no way to do that. But we'll teach you how to build lineups that have the leverage, that give you the opportunity to win.
What happened when I spent 45 minutes talking League of Legends with you, Chris?
I will tell you that you won more money than you've ever won, and I will tell you that Mark has never spoken to me about that, and he didn't win. And he was salty. But Mark won a bunch of money on Showdown. So maybe Mark's the guy you need to talk to on Showdown. Like
right, for sure.
I'm actually DMing Mark right now about some Showdown lineups for Sunday.
Yeah.
Because he fucked us up last year. Like, God damn it, it sucked.
Yeah, Mark, you got to put these. You got to put these articles out, man. You got to put your cash plays article out, and you got to put your Showdown articles out, man. You got to get it done.
Yeah, apparently I need to put Showdown articles. I'm so far this year I've done really good on it.
Yeah, I like it. Well, to answer the question,
I got a $70,000 profit.
Well,
You
consistently.
You keep
Not
it at the
just
same
one
entry
hit.
limit, like you're gonna be super profitable by the end of the year, no matter what.
That's right. That's right. Well, to answer the question, talking 45 minutes with Chris took down about $3,200 in 3 days of League of Legends, and then of course I blew it all back in trying to chase that high. But that was my problem, not Chris's problem.
Hey, you know what? We will have, and this is gonna be free to subscribe. Like anybody, like this is just gonna be a preview. We're gonna have some League of Legends content for Worlds. We are. Like, I'm gonna put together some stuff for you guys.
I'm with you, man. I've really gotten into it. I've learned the website you go to. You know what's great about the prize picks is it's got the pictures of all the guys. I get to look at them. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. So here's a fun game: is if a guy has glasses on. It used to be a white guy with glasses, but you have to drink.
Yeah.
So we will be waking up at 4 a.m. at the end of the week. Like, I've already told my soon-to-be bride that, like, hey, our wedding day, I'm waking up at 4 a.m. And she's like, why? I was like, because Worlds are on, the play-ins, let's go.
I like it. All right, guys, let's call it a day. And please, everybody, again, give us a follow on Facebook. Give us look right there. Watch First Sip Sundays, 11 a.m. live on Facebook and YouTube. That's our 11 a.m. show on Sundays. And lots of good nuggets dropped there last week. You won some money in your cash leagues for sure, and probably GPPs if you gave us a listen on Sunday morning. And we'll have that for you again. I'm Johnny Danger, with me, Brewery Mark and Chris Emmerich. We will catch you all Sunday morning, 11 a.m.
See ya.